Hello, and welcome to another session of Some Things to Know About Marriage. Today I want to talk to you about what I'm calling marital CPR. CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, is emergency medical treatment given to someone in cardiac arrest. The main objective is to prevent any tissue death in hopes of preventing any permanent brain damage. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Let's look at that. Cardio having to do with the heart that pumps blood, keeps things flowing. Pulmonary having to do with your lungs, getting air to your body. And resuscitation basically means to bring alive or to awake. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. That sounds good medically. Now you may be saying, what does that have to do with my marriage? Well, let's look at it. Cardio, the heart, keeps things flowing. There may be a blockage somewhere in your relationship. And when we think of the heart romantically, we say things like, you are my heart, or you've stolen my heart, or you broke my heart, things of that nature. Pulmonary, bringing life. Maybe some aspect of your relationship just needs a breath of fresh air. And resuscitation, is there something in your relationship that's in danger of permanent damage or even death? You need to awaken it possibly. And you may be saying, well, right now my relationship is doing fine. And that's good. But the best time to learn CPR is before you need it. So let's look at marital CPR. The C stands for covenant. Now, covenant is a word that we don't use a lot in our society now, but a covenant is more than an agreement. A covenant is a internal commitment binding two people together in honesty and trust. Covenant. A covenant is not to be broken. It's not something that you can just easily throw away. I want to look at what is called a salt covenant. In ancient cultures, they used salt to preserve before there was refrigeration, and then in some societies there was a salt covenant to seal a deal between friends. But also there's what's called the salt covenant in a marriage relationship and in a marriage ceremony, if you will. And the way that is done, the two people will bring their individual containers of salt, and then they would pour it into one bigger container, signifying their union, their marriage. And since a covenant is not to be broken, the only way that this covenant can be dissolved is for each person to go back and retrieve their grains of salt, which is virtually impossible. A covenant. Not only covenant, see, the P stands for partnership, or more specifically, paying your part. Have you ever noticed that at the family gathering, the picnic, the office party, there's often people that will continue to come and they know what this party needs, but they never bring anything. They're not paying their fair share. When I was in high school, I played basketball, and I wasn't the best scorer, I wasn't the best ball handler, but there weren't too many people that were better defensively than I was. So I paid my part. It wasn't scoring, it wasn't bringing the ball up, but it was making sure that the scorer got the ball so he could score. I paid my part, which was defense, and when I paid my part, the scorer could pay his part, and we would win. If you pay your part in your relationship, the team will win. Pay your part. C, P, and the R, there are a couple of things I want to deal with. The first one is to receive. You may need to receive some help, some counseling. You may need to talk to someone. You may need some anger management. You need to receive it in terms of acquiring it. But then another way to look at receive is to own it, to accept it. Don't let the information go in one ear and come out the other. Receive. Not only that, but remember. You may need to remember some good times. Remember what it was that caused you to be attracted to your spouse. Remember what it was that caused them to be attracted to you. Was it a smile? Was it a sense of humor? But also, remember the victories. Remember those things that you did overcome. This is not the first time that you've had some difficulty. Remember those things, and that leads us to the next R, repeat. Those principles, those tools that got you over the last hurdle, repeat them. And then rekindle. You may need to rekindle your relationship. You may need to take a mini vacation or start dating again, but rekindle that relationship. And when you do that, you can have a revitalized or resuscitated relationship. I hope something was said that helped you, that ministered to you, that provoked your thinking in some way. If so, could you do a couple of things for me? Could you like this on your Facebook? Also, could you help me help somebody? Could you repost this to your Facebook friends? I'd greatly appreciate it. If there are some subjects you'd like for me to deal with, you can send those to me at dshig@sbcglobal.net. dshig@sbcglobal.net. Well, until next time, you be blessed, and I look forward to seeing you again on another session of Some Things to Know About Marriage. God bless you.